Oh no.
What happened?
My camera. So I've been having problems with my camera lately. So I
Oh
blinked in and blinked out. But hopefully Coco doesn't get too loud. I don't have my other oh, maybe I just put my earbuds in, and I think that cancels some noise. Maybe. So, what is going on in AI today?
there was something I wanted to tell you and I forgot. Dang it. Oh, I'll think of it by the end of this. I'm sure you'll say something that will spark my memory. Oh, I do remember now. So I was oh gosh, I forgot. Just that quick. I'll remember.
ADHD is real.
Well, I'm
Um,
driving, so
yeah,
I
because your screen is black.
sorry.
So, anyway, this morning in school, I was blown away. So, what I was working on was showing how an AI, like if you're using Comet, which is a full AI browser, and honestly, now, if you're using Chrome and you have the little Gemini button up at the top, it looks like it'll do the same thing. I haven't had time to experiment.
I have.
But it reads your page. So
I've been playing with it. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. So this morning, what I was able to do is ask Comet to critique my web page, see where I needed to make changes. And towards the end of the hour, I had moved everything. Oh, this is where it blew my mind. When I asked it to make a 30-day plan for me for all of these updates, it opened the Google Drive and a Google Doc and put everything into a Google Doc for me, which was like mind blown. So
Nice.
I'm like, well, I'm not finished. I wanted to do a couple more things to add to this 30-day plan. So while I was writing out the Google Doc, I went over back to a different tab and asked it a couple of more questions. And then I put the URL for the Google Doc into the new tab and said, update the Google Doc with these changes. And oh yeah, it reopened the Google Doc and updated the Google Doc, and I'm like, whoa!
Wow. And that was in Perplexity or Google Chrome, right? With the
that was in everything that I did this morning was in Perplexity. Then,
in Comet.
Yeah, in Comet.
Okay.
So then the last step that I did was I went back over to Go High Level to ask it to update my website, because within Go High Level, all of my website is just HTML in different blocks. And it started to update and look at it. And then because I had asked it to see if it needed anything else from me, it asked me for a few things, and I honestly ran out of time. So, but I can now feed it what it wants, and it can go in there and recode and update my website for me. And I can leave it in a tab and forget about it.
Now tell me what you have. You have just the Perplexity Pro that we got for free through PayPal, right? Or do you have a higher level?
No, I have the same. Unfortunately, what happened was right before they were giving out the free year, I paid for a year because I was using it and I needed the stuff. Because I was building mini apps in there, I was using the research button. I was using it so much, and I think it was right around the time Comet came out as well. And I'm like, I want to try this out. So I plunked down the $200 for the full year. And then it's like, oh, by the way, it's free. And so, oh man.
Well, I'm sorry.
It looks like okay. Maybe we're not frozen. I don't know. Okay, we're not frozen. I can see stuff now.
I remembered what I was going to tell you, and I was so excited about it. I did use Comet to. I had a client that needed some insurance, and she's been going back and forth between like, I don't know if I want this, and I can't really, like, I was trying to explain the differences to her, like this one is this and this one is that. And I finally just put it in, and I brought them up. You know how you can like split screen everything now. And so I brought them up, and it basically spelled it out in a very clear, understandable way why I was recommending the one I was recommending, because she was needing to have a procedure this year, and it was going to make it cheaper for her, even though it was like $10 extra a month. And it just like, and even I didn't even say I wanted to pick this one for. I said, just help me pick the best one, and it picked the one that I was going to pick. So I really like, and I never really thought to use it that way, but man, that could be really time saving. Like, that's awesome that you can do that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I used it to analyze my school group and ask where I was leaving money on the table. And it was because if you're in my school group, there's a lot of business prompts I've been doing this month. And people's minds have been blown by it who have been using them. But using them in Comet and putting them in the assistant to then analyze like your web page or your school group or your Facebook group, or like go into other people's Facebook groups and say, hey, this is my ideal customer. And when you see someone complaining about this, tell me. I have access to other tools that are programmed from someone who I think is a genius when it comes to marketing. So I really love her tool. But if you can't afford the genius and it's all pre-done for you, or if you're super new to AI, I recommend that, and talk to me about it. I love it. She's having a class on it. And so, yeah, contact me about that. Yeah, we're talking about Anna, but if I have a link that I can give people and they don't just go straight to Anna.
Yeah, no. I get that. So, I just wanted to make sure I knew what you were talking about.
So anyway, yeah, you can...
Why would people do that? Let me just say something on that really quick. You guys, don't do that. If you hear somebody mention something, always ask if there's a link, because you're really helping people out when you do that, because there's no secret about it, right? Yes, there is. It's usually, I think I just got gone.
No, I still hear you.
Oh, I thought my screen just went blank. I was like, I think I just went dead. So anyways, yes, there is an affiliate, something. It's not always money. Sometimes it's just extra perks. But why wouldn't you want to help somebody out? That just doesn't make any sense to me. So if somebody mentions something that they use, whether it's Heather or me or anybody that you see online, ask them if they have a link, because it's all about helping each other out. And usually they do, right? Like, so I would just say, please always use the links that are provided, because it's just the way things, like if you have a link that if we need something, if we know that you have it, we'll ask for it. I always ask people for links. Always. So I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry, because that's been bothering me lately.
Yeah. So the other thing that really isn't AI, but is kind of cool, especially if you're on school, is I want my gifts to be on school. Like, maybe that makes me an egomaniac, but I own a school community. I'd like to be able to use my own gifts in there. So, kind of the coolest way that I have found that's really easy to do is you get whatever image, and honestly, you can create those images in Canva if you want, but you take your image that you want to be a GIF, you put it into Canva, have Canva animate that photo, and it makes it into a video. But what you can do is then when you're ready to download it, you can download it as a GIF and upload it into Giphy. Make sure you give it some cool tags. And then supposedly it goes into the Giphy library, and in a couple of hours, it'll be accessible. So I think most of them I tagged AI in Wonderland. So if you're looking to use one of my GIFs, just search for that tag. I have one more that I'm going to put in there that I really like, that I thought was funny. But the best one right now is basically me in a banana costume dancing in Waikiki.
That's
So
funny.
if we can make that GIF viral, and it definitely, I tagged it Hawaii. So if you're looking for Hawaii GIFs, it could come up, it could not come up. I could look over in school now and see.
So when you say, do you have to pay to put them in Giphy, or they just
No, it's free.
Okay.
So
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
You know what else
Anyone.
I heard something the other day, and it was like I was watching something about Canva, and they said that it was on YouTube. Their newest drop, like the newest features, did they are they all free?
Again, I have, it doesn't look like it says a couple of hours to 24 hours for it to link in Giphy. So I don't see my stuff yet. But I'm not sure what's free in Canva and what costs money. Mostly because
You have a paid subscription.
I have a paid subscription. So it's really hard when you have a paid subscription to figure out what's on the free plan unless I sign up and compare it. And I'm not about to do that. So
no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I was just wondering
ask AI what's included. Like, don't ask Heather. Heather don't got time for that.
They recently had a new, I think they just, let's say recently, they just dropped a bunch of new features in there, I think.
They're always. Canva AI is always dropping new features. They are now linked to ChatGPT, so you can directly, whatever you're working on at ChatGPT, connect it to Canva. And while I haven't played with Perplexity's connections, because they absolutely did it too, I'm pretty sure you can go into Perplexity and it connects
you can.
As well.
So, yes, you definitely can, because I've done it. And I actually was stuck kind of like with the assistant, but you helped me out of that one, because the assistant literally would just be like, oh, let's go into Canva. And I was like, I don't want to do it in Canva. I just want you to make it. Like, and so, yeah, but I think I figured that one out. Like, yeah, you don't have to use the assistant to do that.
Yeah. Because even today, I asked the assistant for some help. Because I'm like, listen, assistant, can you, like, make this picture more vivid? And it was taking too long. I'm like, whatever. I can just go out to the internet, pull a different, sharper image. I don't need your help because you're taking too long.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, too, as we go forward with a lot of stuff. Is it taking too long? Yeah. So
Oh, it makes me crazy sometimes. Like, and then it'll be like, it'll be doing it forever, and then it like doesn't. It ends up just like not.
um,
Like, what have you been?
you're cutting out, Colleen. You're going into some dead space. I think we lost Colleen. So she is on the road.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. To her next dental assignment. You know, I should send that to you. I don't know what I was looking at on school, but there's a school for dental people. You can join that and maybe talk about insurance in there. I don't know what the school is about, but and that's another thing. If anyone watching this is interested in standing up a school community or whatever you're doing, I am going to plug for that. Absolutely ask me, because I definitely benefit if you wind up signing up for school through me, or ask a friend or anyone else. You're like, I know this other person who's on school. Don't just create a school community, ask a friend for their link. But as far as nurturing goes, if you can get them into a school community, it's a lot easier to nurture people and update them. And you don't have to worry as much as emails, because you can send them emails for some of the posts you do every 72 hours. You can send a post to email as well. So if you're not as consistent with doing newsletters, it is a great place to nurture people. And I think it's better than Facebook, because you can actually DM all your group members. There's a couple of CRMs coming out that will help you identify your ideal client in other groups as well, which honestly, you can open another group with an AI web browser and say, this is my ideal client, who in here, and you connect with them, and then you can DM them as well. I know you can only send out 10 whole DMs a week. So the trick
Well, that would be 10 more. That would be 10 more than I do now.
Yeah, and Facebook is always sending your stuff to spam, or you're getting like Jenna Larson, like twice last week they put her on like
Facebook
I
jail.
need hers. Yeah, she went into Facebook jail twice last week. So,
and how long has she been like big in the Facebook world? That's insane.
Yeah. And it's not like she was DMing strangers. She has I don't even know how many people are in her Facebook group, so that kind of gives you some leeway with them. And she either follows, or these other people follow her, or she's used all 5,000 of her friends up. And I told her, hey, you don't gotta, just I'll follow you, you follow me. I don't need to be on your friends list,
right?
But I can make it like make sure when you DM me, I get it, because we're following each other. And if you have people that are either family members that still want to follow you, and or loyal customers that still want to be in your world, just talk to them and say, hey, do you mind unfriending me and just following me so I can open up my space for new clients? I mean, they're your real friend, they'll say fine. And honestly, if they're not a real friend of yours, hi, Felicia.
Yeah, right.
So
I have a question. Oh, go ahead. Back to the school, like classroom thing. I was thinking, because I've already created it, I was thinking about a study, like a study hub for dental hygiene boards because it's a really big test. And I mean, I've already created the study guide, but then I'm like, I don't know that would really, I don't know. But I've been thinking about it a lot lately because they're coming up in May. And I'm like, I could do that. And I would love that because, I mean, just because I that's what I know. Like, that's my, I mean,
Wow.
you know.
So so if you go into school and take a look, there are some SAT groups on there that are killing it. There's a lot of study guide groups. And if you can put the study guide into a NotebookLM as well for people, so it auto generates quizzes for them. And you have that in there. And I guarantee that every time I mention Google NotebookLM, I get this stare of, what are you talking about, Heather?
I love.
You either have the people who know what it is and fall in love with it and realize that Google has given you a free AI tool that replaces, and honestly, and this hurts my heart a little, and I probably won't stop paying for Gamma just because I've made so much stuff in there and it's got a lot of things, and Google Notebook isn't perfect for everything. But on another class that I did that was more BNI focused, and we did not record this last part, we created a slide deck in there that was so professional that it was like jaw-dropping.
In LM?
Yes, it creates
wow.
slide decks for you. So
I did not know that.
anyone who's BNI knows that whoever's your education coordinator presents on something. So what we did was we went into we created a new Google Notebook. We asked it to go out and look for BNI International Networking Week, and it pulled 10 sources. One of them didn't import, so we were like, fine, let it go. And then we went over and asked it to create brief slides for a 3-minute presentation on International Networking Week, and to make it professional, because you can hit the little pencil button and you can tell it exactly what you want the slides to be about. I was floored how professional it was. I'm like,
Nice.
This is way better slides than, it was a little bit better than Gamma, but
Gamma.
it's like,
Nice.
I haven't mastered how to just get in maybe one document and have it do stuff, but honestly, I think it's almost there.
Yeah, I haven't, like, NotebookLM is kind of confusing to me because it doesn't really have, there's like I don't ever see any instructions on how to use it. It's just like, it's there. And so that is one thing that I have done a lot with my Perplexity and my Chrome, or my Common Assistant, is I just open NotebookLM and I open my Common Assistant, and then I open any other resources that I want to use, and I tell my Common Assistant what I want to do with NotebookLM, and it does it all for me in NotebookLM, and it's free because I then don't have to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, this is, and I know every single week we hammer this home that Colleen is not a tech person.
No.
And where she has come from when I met her, I think it was early 2023 to where she is today. So 24, 25, 20. So no, yeah. So 23, 24, 25, 26. 26. So 3 years. It's like, it is amazing. Amazing.
it's like what I've always asked for. Like this is great that you can automate this, but I need something that I can tell it how that this is what I want to do with this stuff, and then it'd do it for me, because I still sometimes struggle getting like what I'm wanting. So the comment, that is like comment, and the Perplexity Assistant is so helpful for me on so many levels. Like, it's organized my drive for me. It's done so many things for me, and I'm just like, yeah. And it will even pull, like you said, if I have Facebook open, it'll go in there and it'll find people. It made a it's for me the other day.
Oh, you're
I opened
cutting
my
out.
story. I opened my story. Oh no! I'm sorry.
Go back.
Can you
So
hear
you
me?
open, now I can. So you open Facebook, and then what
Okay.
do you do?
Yes. I opened Facebook, and then I brought it to where I wanted to create a story. Now this is all on my laptop, not on my phone. And I said, "Hey, create a story for me using this document." I put the document in there, and it literally created the story and posted it for me. I didn't have to do anything with a graphic and everything. Like, it's done. Yes.
Wow.
So I was like, "Thank you." And I said, "Make sure you put a CTA, like, because you always want a CTA."
Yeah. Yeah. Was it able to put a link in your story as
So
well?
it did, but it wasn't. So it did on the Facebook. So I had it. It's hard now. It did, but it wasn't the right link. But I think that was my fault. So I had to go back and change the link. Because I had it create the post first, and then I was like, I think I like this post, because you know how I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then because I wanted to make sure that it was something I was gonna like. But it was trying. That's what it was trying to do. When I first told it was trying to just like post it, and I was like, no, I need to see it first. Like, don't do that before you go post it on my Facebook. Like, but once I told it that I approved of the post that it made, yes. And then when I went in and tried to click the link, it did not work. But I had to change it because I think I had the wrong link in there, and that was my fault.
So, I mean, and if you prompt it the right way and say, I want you to make my social media for the week, create one post at a time with an image, a call to action about X. Do not repeat the post for me, and have it and make sure that it publishes one of these posts a day. You basically created a social media calendar poster for the cost of your web browser, which, if you listen to us preaching from the hills for the last 3 months, you've got Perplexity for free.
I mean, I think that promotion was over at the end of December, but yeah, you should have gotten it, because I was so excited to get that for free for a year. Now they've got me hooked. I will definitely pay for it next year. There's no question in my mind.
Yeah. But this is the nice part of these agentic web browsers, that you don't need NAN and Zapier and webhooks and all this stuff that all these AI people talk about. You just go into your agentic web browser, give it a mission, and it opens up that page and it does it for you.
Yeah. My next one is Sora. Trying to figure her out, man.
Well,
I've been working
honestly, I just open it in Perplexity and have it work it out with you, because she's a bit of a tricky one, Sora.
So can you open Sora on your desktop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Because I did have it create the prompt for me, but it's still like I know that you can like only get up to like a 15-second video tops. But it still just wasn't, I don't know. I was doing something wrong. And I was like, well, certainly we can create 3 videos that will like kind of go together, and then I could just throw it in CapCut, right? But I couldn't
Yeah.
even get it. Yeah. And why does it, some of the videos, I look like I just rolled out of bed and I gained 400 pounds. And some of them, I look like I, just stepped out of the salon. And I'm like, how?
That's what I said. Sora is pretty tricky. So
This
if
is funny
we
though.
put on our professor hat for a moment,
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
you used to have to go to and make something called a LoRa model, 20 different pictures of you to train the AI what you look like. Now you can basically say from one picture, create it. But as much as Sora is a little tricky, I got to renew it too. It's coming up. I still use CapCut, and animating your picture and like CapCut does some cool stuff with avatars, and it can be a little bit longer. Like Sora's not the only game in town.
Oh no.
And maybe that's what I need to do, a list of places to make videos. I mean, there are some other school groups that I'm part of. There's this Revolution group.
Yes, I need to get
That's
on that.
all she does is making videos from an AI avatar. So, I mean, when people
And
ask
her
me,
videos are really good.
yeah, I send them the link. And the nice part about her is she's gotten a great affiliate program. If you refer people to her, she gives you 50% of whatever people buy from the classroom. She's got a lot of stuff if you join to like really the basic. The rest of the stuff are different add-ons, and it's not expensive. It's like $7 for this. She's got prompts out the wazoo for like $14. So
So she makes it affordable so people will actually buy it, and then people will actually make money on their affiliate links. Like,
yep.
I love that.
So it's a really great business model. I personally, and then there's the other fight between people want to, and I wrote about this on LinkedIn, and I absolutely, after I'm done, need to submit the article to her magazine as well. And it's all about the human in the loop. As much as AI is out there, as much as AI can do, and it's wonderful, especially in sales, they still
Yep.
want to talk to a person. Your personality has to be there, and it needs to come out. And it's the salesperson that knows AI and sales that's going to win. And if you don't have that, it's you need both
Well,
these days.
I honestly think that it's even more so now than ever because there's so much AI everywhere. People are like, okay, what's real and what's not. So if people know that you're a real person and that's one of the things that I've told myself, that's one of my goals this year, is to actually be more present, like myself, and put my face out there more on Facebook when I'm talking to people, doing live, just, because I don't like just do a video, and not an AI video, just a video of myself. But for some reason, I've always struggled with that. Like, I'm like, I don't know why, I don't like the way I look in the camera. I don't like whatever. So it's always been an issue for me. But I decided that I'm just going to get over it, and I'm going to go with it because I see a lot of people that do it, and they're not perfect either. And I think that people don't, that's not what people are looking for. Genuine, honest people, and they don't care if you have a pimple or You know what I mean? Like,
But on the other hand, I am in an ADHD group that has several mini lessons on ADHD and
yeah.
recognizing it and coping with it. And what she's done is she has written lessons, but she's used Google NotebookLM to make 5-minute videos for each of the different lessons to make it really accessible to go through it during 30 days that you listen to one a day, sort of like a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I think, is a brilliant use of repeating your time. People get to know you in the comment section. They go in the classroom to absorb the material that you put in there.
Mm-hmm.
And having a audible and visual and written way for people to learn the material, and you don't have to record all that. Brilliant.
I love that. And like, I don't mind, like, I don't have a problem going live, like, in the Facebook groups. I don't care. When we used to go live once a week, remember back in the day when we first started off, back in the day, I loved that. I loved it but we were with a community of people that we knew that,
Yep.
I don't know. It's just different. So I don't know why I feel different.
Here we are, 3 years later, still going live in different Facebook groups and on YouTube. So yeah, we're only streaming to 2 locations right now. I used to stream all the time to LinkedIn as well, and they, much like Facebook, they made it a little bit harder. So, and I was having problems doing it. But that's why I play that intro music. It's to give me time to set everything up, because now it's not just a button. You have to like paste different URLs and codes in to be able to stream to a group like we're doing.
Right.
If you want to stream to your page or a Facebook page, which I had thought about streaming to a Facebook page as well as doing this, but I was having problems hooking up my Facebook. It wasn't seeing my Facebook page, and I'm like, it's a bridge too far. But
I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't understand why Facebook just doesn't make it easier to use Facebook if that's what they want you to do.
Well, all these platforms want you to spend more time on their platform. So they want you to go live natively from their platform. So the content is distinct on their platform. But the other thing too is they erase all these live videos after 30 or 60 days, I think. So yeah,
it's crazy. Because I know you can go live on LinkedIn through whatever well, you used to be able to anyway. I don't know if you still can. But
you can, but you have, much like in the groups on Facebook, with the software I use, you have to connect it by URL. And you can only do that like 60 minutes before. And like, guys, we were late today coming live because guess what? Heather spaced, instead of stopping at 3 o'clock Hawaii time, doing whatever I was doing and setting all this up. So like 5 minutes before, I could just press the play button. 5 minutes afterwards, and that's when I started. My colleagues like, are we doing this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm late. I'm on island time today.
Hey, that's okay. If I lived on an island, I would be too.
So we've been yammering now for about 40 minutes, so
time flies.
Wrap it up, and we'll see you guys next week. Unless you're in school, then we will see you often in the chat. So,
right. See y'all later.
Bye.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you for coming and to the music, Maestro.
Lights are shining everywhere. Feel the rhythm in the air. Hearts are beating, feel the vibe. Get on up, it's time to drive. I'm so excited, can't deny.